you know, I can already feel the complexity of the work growing and growing. We certainly have time in the workshops, time in the panel of discussion towards the end of the afternoon to try and really unpick some of this complexity. But thank you to both our speaker and our discursant for that fantastic introductory session. I'd suggest, colleagues, we just, you know, have a minute or two if anybody wants to specifically ask Anne-Marie anything about her talk, clarification, just to pad out any concepts. Because the bigger discussion of ideas, you know, coffee and it won't go together, will it? But has anybody got anything you particularly want to say back for Anne-Marie, or just...
Can I ask them a question?
You can.
Unless people are just being shy. No, the mnemonic, I'd like feedback. So particularly from the clinicians, is it a useful way of, or is it too hard to remember?
I think we can play around with it in teaching, can't we, Andrea? Don't you think it'll fit with the, we can try it out with the students, because I think, you know, we talk about, you know, bias, we still talk biosocial, psychological, a little bit, something like that, to try and get more ideas, concerns and expectation. ICE is how we teach consultation skills. But I think classify might be quite good. Anybody else?
I mean, I'm a teacher mental student, I'm not a clinician. I think it might be quite useful as a way to try and, you know, teaching sociology to medical students is obviously not necessarily their dream lecture, necessarily look forward to. Yeah. But I think it might be quite, because they like those kind, it might be quite a nice way to introduce. So I'm going to have a think about how I might be able to use something like that, and I can let you know how it works.
Feedback button.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I like the view you said very early on, sociology of diagnosis is something that starts to interest clinicians. You know, I guess we're always trying to find the levers for people like public health, sort of people, you know, oh, public health. But then when you start saying, you know, do you think poverty makes any difference to how well people are, students can get quite, you know, yeah, it certainly does, no, we've got to change society. And so that's sort of, it's the question of the lens, isn't it? So I'm going to make sure, I'm sure Andrea and Tom are going to sort of say, okay, sociology of diagnosis, we must be teaching through that lens because the students will be interested in that. So. Good, lovely, well thanks again.